Oi, WoW tweeted that 11.15 goes live on the 22nd. Fucking knew it. 2 minutes after 6. What did we say? What did we say? The 11.1.5 content update goes live April the 22nd. I should have warned you to be sitting down for this because it's so shocking, right? Everyone's amazed by the release date of the 22nd. Absolutely amazed. Oh, thank God there's some WoW news. Oh, thank God. Something to talk about in the podcast in the weekly reset. Thank God. Right, let's have a look. 11.15 content updates. Cooldown Manager UI update. Now, I might be being stupid, but I can't really get that to work very well on the PTR at the moment. I'll show it to you, but it doesn't seem to be working very well on the PTR. Winds of Mysterious Fortune leveling event. Oh, I did see something about that, actually. It's just, I think it's just like an XP buff sort of thing. You know, it's not a leveling event as in new content. It's a leveling event as in it is easier to level right now. Does that make sense? Horrific Visions Revisited on May the 20th. Just fucking launch it all at the same time. Like, fuck, man. Seriously? Okay, I'm telling you right now, Nightfall is not enough. I've done Nightfall on the PTR. It's very average. Yeah, but once we get Horrific Visions and those head enchants, all Mythic Plus content is going to melt. I mean, it's going to help, but why does it matter if Mythic Plus content melts? Because there's always going to be a point at which it's too hard for you. That's the great thing about keys, right? Yeah, I know the lore behind the whole Nightfall thing is a bit weird to me. The whole lore behind it, but I can live with that. The thing that I can't live with so much is it seems pretty average, the event. The big news here is that 11.2 is on July the 16th. Is that what we're taking from that? What's weird about the lore? The fact that Nerubian attacks on Hallowfall have actually now increased after we took out Ansarek and put new leadership in place. And the attacks are actually literally getting worse. That seems weird to me. Yeah, she was holding them back. Yeah, she was actually holding everyone in check. Maybe they got tired of your bullshit too? What? When they announced it, they said it was a last act of desperation from the loyalists. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. But I thought she was like throwing everything at us before. It's like, wait, there was more? Why didn't you just do that, Ansarek? I don't know, whatever, man. I don't care. From what I've played of the Nightfall event, it's like very standard. It's like pretty average. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think it would benefit greatly from being alongside another new thing. I think it would benefit greatly from being alongside Horrific Visions and Dastardly Duos. I think they should release them all at the same time. There is timegating on the Horrific Visions and unlocking like the hourglass of Horrific Visions, like the power-up. Do you remember you had the Mother's Terminal in 8.3 and you had like little nodes you unlocked that helped you, like made your insanity go down less, gave you more health and damage and stuff like that. That's back, but it's slightly rejigged and it's like the hourglass of Horrific Visions and you can only unlock the first row in the first week. I'm pretty sure you'll only be able to unlock the second row in the second week. I think the head enchants are time-gated as well. The minor ones, I mean, this is all up for change. It can still change. Like, they're not... May the fucking 20th, this is coming out. Why even bring it back to timegate it? I don't fucking know, man. Especially if they're releasing it halfway through the fucking patch. It seems very odd to me. I don't like it at all. What is Dastardly Duos like? I couldn't tell you. Haven't had a chance to test it yet. I don't think it's been on the PTR. It might have been at a time when I couldn't test it. It sounds like the most fun of all these things. Does it look like there's not going to be an 11.17? April, May, June, July. That's 3 months. That is like two mini patches worth of time, isn't it? Maybe they will remove the time-gated elements now that it's releasing a month later. Well, honestly, the splash screen on the PTR suggests that the patch was going to be launching with Horrific Visions, and Nightfall and Dastardly Duos was going to come later. So this order of release definitely surprises me. And this is a long-ass fucking patch. 3 months is a very long 0.5 patch. 1.7 on the roadmap releases late spring. Yeah, well, you know what? July 15th is not late spring. That's early summer. Maybe the Dastardly Duos will technically launch 11.17. Maybe, but then this is the 11.15 content update here. I've got to be honest with you. This concerns me. This does not hype me. I'm a bit disappointed by this. Isn't that horrible? Isn't that terrible? Isn't that bad? Aren't I fucking entitled and terrible and bad? It's true, though. I look at this and I'm like, feel like you're dropping the ball here a bit, guys. That says more about how high my expectations are because Blizz have been knocking it out of the park recently. And usually, like, these mini patches, these, like, mid patches, they never have, like, much in them. Like, not loads and loads. But they're usually not this long either. Am I wrong? I feel like they're not usually this long. This is 3 months right here. This is a quarter of a year. And I find that concerning. Duos would probably overlap with 1.7. But then why call it 1.5? Maybe 11.2 in July. Well, then what's happening with 1.7? Look, let's get the roadmap out, which is still all we've got to go on, right? Here's our roadmap. 11.2 is supposed to be summer, which is going to be late August, in all likelihood. 11.17, very late spring, early summer. Weighted to more towards on this picture, spring. Doesn't look like it's going to be happening. So, like, yeah, Nightfall, Horrific Visions. I guess Dastardly Duos was not on the 11.5 list. Okay. 11.15. I guess it's possible that Dastardly Duos is going to go into 11.17. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to misread this because they will assume that is June the 15th because they won't assume in their head this patch is going on that fucking long to July. Didn't they say that Horrific Visions would be 6 weeks? Where did they say that? No mention of dinars? Oh, I mean, they wouldn't put that on this. They wouldn't put that on. This isn't the kind of graphic to have dinars on it, so I wouldn't worry about that. Genuinely, I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah, I think a lot of us are looking at this and just going, huh, what's going on? I don't think the event has anything to do with the actual patch cycle. You mean Dastardly Duos? Yeah, I get that, and I'm beginning to think that must be the case. But in that case, it's a bit weird to include it in specifically the 11.1.5 content update graphic, and also on the list of things which are specifically coming in 11.1.5. Don't you think that's weird? Like, I don't know. Isn't the Dastardly Duos an experience boost event? Not that I know of, no. Yeah, one thing I'm praying for with dinars is letting us choose the stats on the roulette ring if we take it. I don't fancy wasting multiple dinars trying to get the right one. Oh, God, yeah. Sounds like DPS problems, that, mate. Yeah, this seems odd to me. No, it's nowhere near as big as Plunderstorm, Dastardly Duos. It's not. It's not going to be a huge thing. I'm telling you this now. A month of basically the only content being Nightfall is not going to fucking fly. People are not going to be okay with that. It's not enough. I mean, there's no mention on this of... Well, there's no mention here of story and quests, is there? Well, let's check the Twitter comments first. Okay, people are really excited. This is good. Damn, that's crazy time gating. He's right. He's out of line, but he's right. Look, you know me, guys. I'm the biggest WoW shill on earth, right? But I don't think this is a good schedule. I will happily be proven wrong. Be wrong all over my face, Ian. Splurge that wrongness all over my tits. But I don't think this is a good schedule. Just fucking put it all out. Just put it all out. It's all there. I've played Horrific Visions. It's in a more advanced state than Nightfall feels at the moment. Just put it all out. Buckle Up seems like a perfect time to hit up SOD and rock that new Scarlet Raid. I just don't like SOD that much. Sorry. I prefer modern WoW. It feels better to me. Yeah, a month of Nightfall, not amazing. What will the 11.2 have you think? Sorry, can you just rephrase that? I'm not understanding the... Sorry, my fault. I'm just stupid. I'm not understanding the sentence. I'm a fan of these semi-regular leveling XP buffs. Oh yeah, me too. And I know people love a big leveling XP buff event, right? For me, I've got like every character I need. But yeah, whatever. No, I've still got some I could get to 80, actually. We know the expansion reveal is late August because of Gamescom. Yeah, we don't know for certain it's going to be at Gamescom, but everyone would be very surprised if it wasn't. And 11.2 is before that, so 11.17 should be releasing at least 6 weeks before. Well, exactly. Like, generally, 8 to 10 weeks. I don't think there's been a patch that has been longer than 10 weeks, right? Certainly not one of these mid-patches since Dragonflight changed the whole cadence. So I can only assume that 11.17 is going to come out at some point like here, after June the 3rd. So April, May, June. Yeah, you would expect 11.17 to be coming out around, well, I mean around around June the 22nd, right? So would that be June the 17th? I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to say the week after that. So I'm going to say June 24th. But yeah, it's going to be one of those dates. That's what it's going to seem like is going to happen. But this is very whelming. I'm extremely whelmed. And the happy news is, yeah, exactly, okay? People have got their Glagio progress that they're doing, which is great. Fantastic. Love the Glagio rep. Fun times. There's lots of stuff to be grinding in Undermine still. Mythic Plus is generally considered to be an absolute fucking banger this season, so people will be getting on with that, and I think that's great. Yeah, this patch does seem pretty light in content, and the way it's laid out in this graphic makes it seem very, very long. I don't know. I don't want to sound like a doomer, okay? I don't want to be down on this because, hey man, I'm always down with new content, for sure. What did we get in 10.15? I can't remember. Oh, 10.1.5. Oh, no, we did get the Mega Dungeon. Oh, you're talking about Dragonflight. Yeah. Yeah, we did get a Mega Dungeon in that, but we hadn't already had a normal dungeon at the beginning of the season. So there's that. Yeah, 10.15 was a fucking banger patch. Really good. 10.17 was a really... No, that was 10.0.5. No, that was 10.0.5, the Mega Dungeon. 10.1.5 was Augmentation, yeah. Got Augmentation Evoker. You got... didn't say what else we got. The Mega Dungeon was 10.1.5? Oh, if you say so. I thought it was 10.0.5. Oh, Forbidden Reach. I thought 10.0.7 was Forbidden Reach. No, if you say so, I think you're right. I think the Mega Dungeon was 10.1.5. You're right. So yeah, I mean, substantial. Big patch. I think they've announced they don't want Mega Dungeons to be a staple for 0.5 expansions. No, and I loved Dawn of the Infinites. I thought it was a great Mega Dungeon. I thought it was the best story they've ever told in a dungeon for a start. Like, really, really good. But I really like getting 2 normal-sized dungeons in 2 consecutive patches that go straight into the Mythic Plus rotation. I think that's better. I think that's good. I think that's a really good thing. I think something that I've missed since Legion has been new, just like normal-sized dungeons. Because the thing about the Mega Dungeons is, with the best will in the world, I think they are great. I think they are really fun, and they feel like big events, right? But what it basically means in the long run is, you've got 2 dungeons which are basically the same kind of aesthetic and theme. And I think it'd be more fun to have 2 very different dungeons. Like, Legion had both, of course. Legion had a Mega Dungeon, Return to Karazhan, and it had 2 normal dungeons as well. And, I mean, that's the best case scenario, to be honest. Okay, I will leave it at this. I don't love this schedule for 11.1.5. I'm going to need some convincing on this. I'm going to need some... We haven't got any dev interviews, personally, for this. There are usually dev interviews that go out, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some come out. I don't know of any, but I'm certain there will be some. Yeah, I'm not loving that schedule. It doesn't look great. I think people are not going to enjoy... I think people will be very underwhelmed by Nightfall as a month's worth of content, and I think there'll be some dissenting voices in the first week of the patch, which is not the vibe you want, really. I think time-gating all this content is very silly. The content is time-gated within the content, so I think that's stupid as well, but just release it all at once. Seems silly to me, honestly. That is my view. I am very open-minded to being convinced otherwise. I'm very open-minded to being proven wrong. And I hope I am.